Great. Well, I hope you enjoyed the 7 Seductive Ideas talk. Before we get into some of the more harder core material here, I want to talk a little bit about how to use these DVDs. I mean, Love Systems is pretty well known for having, by far the best material and the best techniques on how to succeed with beautiful women and how to date out of your league and so on. But they don't do anything unless you go out and use them. Like, these techniques are not meant to be wheeled out and admired. And while, many of the speakers you're going to see are highly entertaining, this isn't entertainment. This is self-help and this is how-to. So for every hour that you're spending watching these DVDs, I definitely recommend you spend at least 3 hours out in what we call the field, out actually meeting and attracting beautiful women, or at least women that you're attracted to. And another important technique, take notes. Even if you never refer back to your notes, and I would strongly recommend that you do, but even if you don't, that'll actually help you retain the information. I mean, we at Love Systems I like to joke that we spend almost as much time studying adult education as we do, developing these techniques to succeed with beautiful women. And that's true in part because this is what we do every day. It's not just to wheel out these great techniques and these great concepts and these how-to strategies, but this only works if it makes lasting change in you, if you're able to actually meet your goals. And so that's why, some of the stuff that we might say might sound a little counterintuitive sometimes, but, there's a defined learning purpose to it. And at the Super Conference, you do have the breakout rooms, and you do have, the informal discussions with the instructors, because of course we're all staying in the same hotel. And then for most guys, you do have the in-field training as well, where you're actually out with us meeting women. Watching this DVD at home, you don't necessarily have that. So we're going to be talking, after a lot of these talks, I'm going to be talking about some exercises or some places for further information or specific things that you can do to try to make this as actionable as possible for you. So I'll be popping in before and after each talk. I mean, one of the things that I really love about the Super Conference is sometimes we'll see a guy that had come the year before and who was really not having the success with women that he wanted, and it's not like this is all remedial stuff. I mean, we got guys at the Super Conference, or really at any of our boot camps, that are already great with women and want to take it to the next level. We get most guys are guys that, generally have their lives together, but want more and better options with dating. And then we got guys that have, not always been successful with women. And the thing that I love about Love Systems is regardless of, where you come in, which of these 3 levels you come in at, there's so much more available to you. And so we'll see that, this year we saw guys who were at last year's Super Conference who weren't nearly as successful, and then they come back this year and, they're really a lot of them are almost at instructor level. And you'll often see, in some of the outtakes or clips from the next few DVDs, some of our instructors in training or, guys that were up for evaluation as being a potential instructor. And in fact, a lot, people who come to the Super Conference are really, the guys that end up voting and deciding on that, because Love Systems is all about what works. We don't really care where it comes from. So if, if a bunch of the guys at our Super Conference saying, this guy has contributed a lot of value, or this guy has really helped me out, well, the rest of the world is going to see more of this guy and, less of someone else. So that's something that's really exciting. And you'll see that, because all Love Systems instructors are essentially all former clients, pretty much everybody's taken a boot camp or come to a Super Conference at some point in their life. It's not like trying to learn this stuff from somebody who does it naturally. Because somebody who does this naturally doesn't, it can't break it down to the same level and can't learn this stuff step by step because it's all instinctive. And the idea with Love Systems is, we reverse engineer what men who are naturally successful with women do. We break it down, we figure out what they're doing, we put it into a way that any guy can follow, and then we let it become instinctive, so that being natural, like I just talked about, is the end result. It's the goal, it's the destination. And that's where, that's the journey that I hope you're on with us.